So, as you can see, HTML and CSS is already completed. I am very sorry about that. I will do the units that we haven't done together. So, like, what happened is that, like, I was recording last night, but, this morning, like, I was exporting overnight. This morning, I thought it had, the exporting, like, finished. So, I just deleted the video since I already have an exported version of it. So, like, I thought, like, it, had, so, I just deleted it, but it turns out it wasn't exported, so I was pretty steamed out this morning. And then, yeah. So, I'm gonna be redoing the episodes. So, okay. Yeah. So reset code just changes everything, but I'm not gonna reset it to speed everything up. See it to believe it. Alright, now that you know all about CSS, it's time to learn the last but certainly not least major piece of the puzzle: positioning. Controlling the position of HTML elements allows you to incredibly find control over how your pages look. No longer will your divs sit directly on top of one another unless you want them to. As we mentioned, elements populate the page in what's known as the CSS box model. Each HTML element is like a tiny box or container that holds the pictures and text you specify. Check out the image in the result tab. That's what the box model looks like. We'll cover the details of margins, borders, and padding in the next section. See for yourself. Use the universal selector to draw a 1 pixel dashed hashtag 0000 FF border around every element, and then yeah, this is what pops up. If we reset the code, that's what pops up, but don't undo it. Yeah. Taking up space. Cool, right? Each HTML element gets its own box to live in. As you saw, the outermost box of each element went all the way across the page. This is why, until now, your HTML elements have been sitting on top of one another. But by default, they take up the full width of the page. We can change all of this with the first positioning property we'll learn, the display property. We'll learn about 4 possible values. Block. This makes the element a block box. This won't let anything sit next to it on the page. It takes up the full width. Inline block. This makes the element a block box, but will also allow other elements to sit next to it on the same line. Inline. This makes the element sit on the same line as another element, but without formatting it like a block. It only takes up as much width as it needs, not the whole line. None. This makes the element and its content disappear from the page entirely. Let's get cracking. So, yeah, if we set the display to block, yeah, that happens. Inline block, good work. If you don't notice much of a difference, don't worry. Our divs were block elements by default. As we specify different display values, they'll start to move around. As mentioned, any element that comes in it as a block, say a paragraph, will automatically take up the full width of the page, no matter how much or how little content you put in. If we specify a display of inline block, however, our blocks are still blocks, but we'll be able to sit next to each other on the same line. Okay, so now that I've done that, yeah, inline block, this happens. Inline, did you see that your divs all moved onto the same line? You can already start to see how this type of positioning can be used for navigation bars like the one at the top of the main Codecademy page, where you can click and learn, teach, and so on. That was a long time ago. The inline block value allows you to put several block elements on the same line. The inline value places all your elements next to one another, but not as blocks. They don't keep their dimensions. Okay, so since I did that, yeah, that's what happens. None. The good news is inline places all your blocks on this single line. The bad news is that it doesn't maintain the boxness. As you saw, all the divs got squished to the smallest possible width. The inline display value is better suited for HTML elements that are on blocks by default, such as headers and paragraphs. Finally, we'll try out the display value none. As you might expect, this prevents the page from displaying the selected element. As you might not expect, this removes the selected element from the page entirely, including any children and any content. Poof, gone, but not gone forever. Changing the display value and away from none will change everything back. Instructions. Yeah, so since I did that, there's nothing there. Yeah. So that's it for this episode. Yeah, I know that was quick. I'm gonna try and make it quick. For every episode, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe, please like. Thank you so much for watching this video, and bye-bye.